Hey SHG team, so today we are going to go over creating a video and sending it from CapCut to Instagram Reels. We're also going to go over a different type of video. We're going to go over a side hustle video. It's a style of video that some people use. I call them opportunity videos. A lot of people call them side hustle videos. And first off, I'm gonna talk on this a little bit and tell you why they work so well. First off, when you're creating a side hustle video or an opportunity video, you're providing somebody with an opportunity. You're showing them something where they could possibly make money or something that they can use as a side income. So instantly, you're targeting people looking for an opportunity. That's why I call it an opportunity video. So that's one of the biggest reasons why I like these style of videos, and it's why they work so well, is because people are already looking for these opportunities. You know, the people that are watching these videos are probably looking for another opportunity, and we're just going to show them an opportunity at the end. What I do is kind of switch it up at the end of the video, and I'll show you some examples of this. But I switch it up and send them to where I want them to go, give them a call to action at the end of the video, and that seems to work out very well. We're also going to go over this video template. You may have one that's a little bit different than this, but I'm going to show you how, if you don't have one, you can create one and use one. It doesn't matter. I like to keep track of the videos that I create every day, and I'm going to show you how I do that with this style of a document. We're also going to look at some different video examples on side hustle videos on TikTok so that you can see how to find videos to remake yourself. It's important right now in the very beginning. Maybe you haven't made content before. It's a good idea to come up with some ideas until you really understand what you're doing with content. You can copy what's working, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think everything online is pretty much regurgitated, and everybody copies everything they've already seen online. It works really well. We know that it's working because we're going to be targeting views. So I'm going to pull that up right now. I'm going to pull up TikTok. This is where I would go to search for any kind of side hustle videos. And I would just type in side hustle, and I would make sure that I click on top right here. And you can see there's thousands and thousands of side hustle videos. You'll literally never run out of ideas. You can just scroll through here. And what I'm looking for is anything with a high amount of views. So this 758,000, that's a high amount of views. 4.3 million. Something where we know that people are interested in that content already. It's already reached a pretty heavy audience, so we know that there's interest in that subject, and we can just remake those videos. So all you do is just go over here to TikTok. I'm not going to play the music for you because it will drown out me as I'm speaking here, but you can just click on the video, watch it all the way through, make some notes, get a notepad, make some notes and see what the video is about, and then remake that video. It's going to be very easy. You're literally just putting it in your own words. You can even copy exactly what they say in the video, but you're just remaking that video with yourself, right? You're the one reproducing the video. You're not going to just copy the video that you see, because that won't work. If you copy their video and upload it somewhere else, you get into all kinds of different legal things there, and also the algorithm won't actually work with it if it knows it's a repeat video and you're just uploading the same video over and over again. It doesn't work very well. But these are good examples that you can kind of go through on your own and search for them. I know we're going to leave you some examples of these style of videos also. And if you have me on like Facebook or anything like that, you can always go check out my reels there. And I do a ton of these videos. I've done thousands of them. And you guys can go look at those videos as well and kind of see what I do with them. But there'll be some examples here in the training that you guys can go over and look through. But there's just a forever amount of these. You're not ever going to run out of ideas going through here and searching for side hustles. You can also go on Facebook Reels, and you can use their search feature, and same with Instagram Reels, and kind of search that up. And another thing, if you ever do feel like you're running out, maybe try remote jobs. It's another good another good style of video to search for, remote jobs, because you're offering, and it's the same as the side hustle, it's just a different wording. You're offering somebody a different job from something they can work from home, and there's a lot of these videos as well. You can see the difference in numbers as far as views compared to side hustle videos. So side hustle is a good place to start. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show you how I go about this process, finding videos that I want to use, and I'm going to show you what I do with this document here to kind of manage those. So first thing, I would go into TikTok, type in side hustle. Would find a video with a lot of views. You know, you can, like, here's one with 13.1 million views, and I would click into that and I would copy the link. I would then go back over to the TikTok, my TikTok video sheet, or it doesn't have to be called TikTok video, it could just be called video template, it doesn't really matter. But I would paste the link right here. And to do that on a document, if you don't want to go and send yourself a link through email so that it becomes a shorter link, let me show you what I mean by that. When I copy that link off TikTok, it gives me this long drawn out link like this. You can make that short by emailing it to yourself through TikTok, but the other thing to do is just type in click here, or type in video 1, highlight that, right click, and insert link. And then you can paste the link in there. That way it doesn't look like a bunch of, a long link. Now you can get to that just by clicking here. It'll take you to the video, right? Just in case you have to go back and look through it, this is just kind of your setup for your day before you start creating videos. You can go through here, find the videos that you want to create, add it like that. You can also go through and pick a song if you saw a song on TikTok, or potentially you could just use their song that they have, right? And add it here as well. Next, you're going to go through IQ hashtags and pick some hashtags, because we are going to be posting these on Instagram as well. So it's nice that you have a list of hashtags that you want to use. If you were just posting it on TikTok and Facebook Reels, it wouldn't really matter that much. But when we get into Instagram, we really want to watch the hashtags that we're using. So it would be wise to go use IQ hashtags and find hashtags. If you remember the document that I had yesterday, let me just pull it up. All right, so I just pasted the recommendations here underneath this so we could talk about it. So as far as the hashtags go, what this means is 0 to 1,000 followers equals hashtags under 50,000. 1,000 to 10,000 followers, hashtags above 150,000, 250,000. 10,000 to 50,000, hashtags above 250,000 to a million, and 50,000 plus any hashtags. I think this chart was actually first developed for TikTok, but you can use it for Instagram as well, because this really is where you're going to find hashtag recommendations to be valid. It doesn't really matter for TikTok. I'm telling you, it really doesn't. I've tested it out 1,000 times. It doesn't matter the amount of hashtags or the amount of views that a hashtag has. So keep that in mind when you're looking through Instagram. And again, you can use IQ hashtags to find these hashtags. Today, to make this easier, I'm just going to add some hashtags as we go along. But you really want to keep this in mind when you're posting on Instagram, the hashtags that you're using, okay? So I'm just bringing up my phone here. I actually went and paused and made a quick video so that I could show you how I'm going to mix it together. It's the side hustle video, and I'm going to mix it together real quick on CapCut, and I'm going to show you the full process that I would use to send this to Instagram. So when we go over to CapCut after we've made our clips of the videos, we will have all the clips up here. You can see these 6 top clips. These are what I just recorded, and I'm just going to show you them. I'm not going to play the music for you because it's going to drown out what I'm doing, or the noise, but they all have talking in them. It's just talking about a certain side hustle. Now, to add them all in unison, I'm going to click this button right here. That's going to be the first video. It's going to be the second video, third video, fourth video, fifth video, and the final video. Now I'm going to hit add. Now they're all added right here, all together, just like this. And I'm going to add text. So what I like to do at the beginning of these side hustle style videos is something that will draw people's attention in if they're looking through my profile and they see the writing that I have, the cover of the video. So I'm just going to type in, just grab a font real quick, and I'm gonna use this bubble feature. Bubble has kind of some cool features that you guys can use to kind of brighten up your videos a little bit. You can look through and find one that seems cool to you. Really the key here is playing around with this a little bit and trying to get used to this app. It'll probably just take you a couple days worth of playing around with it, and you should understand it. So here I'm just gonna type in how to make $30 per hour from anywhere. And then I'll put a little guy there. Hit enter. I'm going to move this. You can move this up and down once you have it. You can also hold the corner here and move it, make it bigger or smaller, make it a decent size. I'm just going to put it right there in the bottom where people can see it. I'm also going to hit this cover button right over here. And then I'm going to scroll over and make a cover that kind of looks cool when people are scrolling through my profile. And that'll work. And then I'm going to hit save. All right, so now what I want to do is normally you'd go through and adjust the each clip to where you want it to be, and you can do that by just play, and whenever you hear your voice stop, you can stop the video there and just pull it back to exactly where you want it, right? You can do the same with this, right? As soon as you start talking on the next clip, maybe you want it to put it there too, right? So it's just all about playing around with it and mixing it together how you want it, how it sounds the best, right? After you're done all that, at the very end is where I like to put a call to action, and I will just put something like, at the end of the video, I'll say something like, go check out this link, or I'll say, I'm gonna leave this video up so you guys can go watch it on my Facebook Reels. But at the end of the video, I'm trying to take their attention away from what I was showing them and say, hey, that's cool, that's a cool opportunity, but hey, I have something even better. Come check it out over here. And then I give them a link to go follow, right? So I'll link to my YouTube channel. You can link to a capture page, right? When you're first starting out, maybe you don't have a YouTube channel. You're gonna say, hey, go check out this link. You're gonna point at a link on the screen. Make sure you have the link written on there, and say, go check this out. And then when they type it in, they'll go to your capture page, and that's how you can start, making sales. So I'm gonna actually get rid of the bubble, and I'll just put a link there. Make it a little bit smaller so it fits on the screen. And I'll pull it all the way across so it lasts the whole... I like to leave the whole last clip of the video with the link in it, so that people have time to look at it, read it, and acknowledge it, and then go to it. So that's what we're going to do. That's ready to go. We have our cover. We've edited our text. We've edited the video. We've added our link at the end as a call to action. Now, again, we're going to click this button right up here, this 1080p. I like to pull this to 60 frames per second. And then export. Give it some time. There we go. Now I'm going to send it over to TikTok. Oh, it didn't actually send. It just opened up my TikTok. Sometimes that happens. You just have to close your TikTok account, or close your TikTok app and retry, and then it'll show up the next time. We're going to add some sound. We're going to go to this search bar right here so that we can go to actually pick viral, TikTok viral music. And we're going to find a sound that's kind of cool, just something that we like. But in the viral music, I like to stick around the top 10. And sometimes you'll notice that there's some that'll go in and out, kind of it'll leave the top 10 and it'll come back a couple days later. This is one right here as an example, this monkey spinning monkeys. It's been it goes in and out all the time. So I'm going to actually go and take that sound now, and I'm going to write it right here, because that's what we're going to use for sound, right? Monkeys spinning monkeys. All right. Pull that back up. Oh. And here we go. Whoa. Come on. There we go. All right. We're going to add the sound. Now the volume here, when you're actually speaking, you don't want the sound to be too loud. You want it to be, you don't want it to drown out your voice. So you want to turn that down a bit. I found around between 8 and 12% is what seems to be the best for volume on these videos. So I'll put it at 9%, something like that, and hit done. Then we're going to hit next. And we're going to add whatever on TikTok. Of course, it doesn't matter what the hashtags are. I've said this a million times, so you can just add whatever you normally have in there. I just usually select them like this or pick a bunch. For now, I'm just going to do this and put some random hashtags in. And this is where you'd write these hashtags right down here in the box. We can minimize that, and I'll just write a couple in there so that we have them, right? And that's all we're going to add right now, because it's just an example. But when you pick these hashtags, you could pick all of your hashtags based around Instagram if you'd like. As I mentioned before, it doesn't really matter what hashtags you put in TikTok, as long as they're relating to the audience that you're trying to reach. But since you're going to be sending these to Instagram Reels, it may be a good idea, so that you don't have to use separate hashtags in both apps, that you just go through, pick the hashtags that you're going to use for Instagram Reels, and then just use those for all of them. The only thing is, I have noticed a lot of the times there will be different hashtags in each one anyway. The ones that are the closest would be probably Facebook Reels and TikTok. Instagram, you really have to play around with, so it may not make a big difference. You may have to just be searching for those hashtags either way. But I mean, it only takes a couple seconds to put hashtags in, and yeah, as long as you have them, that works, right? So now we're going to go down here and click on post. And we're good. Just give it a couple seconds to post. Waiting. The reason we want to wait for it to finish posting is because we have to pull the sound off of it, and I'm going to show you that again. I showed you the last video, but I'll show you again in this video that we let it post. It sends a copy to your phone, and then we're going to go back to CapCut. We're going to hit done in the top right corner. Then we're going to make a duplicate. Going to click on that, and we're going to click on audio, click on sounds, click this little file, go down to extract sound from video, and it's always this first one. That's the TikTok one. Now we're going to hit add, and we're going to click this plus right here. Now we have the sound from this video. So what we need to do now is, because now we have our video, our original with sound, and we have the sound we just added. So we're going to have to click here, then go to volume, and turn this volume down on all of your clips. Just go all along your clips. Turn down all the volume for each clip. Just like this. That way you don't have two sets of sound and it won't mess it up. And that's done. Now we're going to export this again. Make sure to hit this drop down and bring this over to 60 frames per second, and then hit export again. Now hit done. Now we're going to go open up our Instagram account. On our Instagram account, right down here at the bottom, you'll see this little, it's right in the middle is what you're going to be selecting. You're going to click that. You're going to click on the camera. Start a new video. Click this button right over here. And it's going to be this first one in the top left. It's always the first one in the top left. Hit add, preview, and next. And there you go. Now you can write a caption. And I'm going to show you how I write my captions for Instagram. I'll just put something like, check out this cool site, and I'll enter the website in there, right? Whatever domain you use. And then I like to add some space in here. So what I'll do is I'll go down to the next line. I'll put a bunch of decimals or periods, and I'll add follow, and then hit at, and select your own name for your Instagram. That way it makes it clickable. They can click on it if they want to add you or follow you. Then I'm going to go down under that, add 3 more. I'm going to put like, and this is just the way that I do it. This is the way I've always done it on Instagram. There's people do it a lot of different ways. This is how I see it. Seems to work well for me. Like, comment, share. And the reason I'm doing this because I'm trying to make space so that I can add hashtags underneath, so that when somebody clicks on my video, they don't see the hashtags right at the very top. They're going to see something else. They're going to see the website that I want them to go to, and they're going to see the follow. That's all they're going to see. They're not going to see all my hashtags, because on Instagram we want to add 30 hashtags. 30. So I'm going to pause this now, and I'm going to grab some hashtags. All right, so I've added all the hashtags. That's 30 hashtags. You can't add more or you'll be penalized, and it's good not to add less, because Instagram they use hashtags to target. And they've said this a lot of times. A lot of people will say, oh, put them in the comments. Instagram says, no, don't put the hashtags in the comments. Put them in your description. And then people say, well, maybe we'll only use 5, and Instagram says you can use up to 30. There's a reason why, and we want to. So the other thing that I do is I make sure that this is checked right here where it says also share to feed. That way that it saves it on your actual Instagram feed, right? And then I hit share. And it actually saves really quick. It's probably the quickest one out of all of them for saving your video. There it is already, right? Right there. All right, so that's pretty much it for Instagram. It's very easy to use. It's very similar to Facebook Reels. I think they're developing them kind of back to back there. And I think pretty soon we'll see that Facebook Reels also goes up to a minute. As I had mentioned in the last video, Instagram Reels can be up to a minute. I don't think they've raised that yet any higher, but a minute now for sure. And just keep in mind that hashtags are relevant when it comes to posting on Instagram. So actually do your research for your hashtags if you're going to be posting on Instagram. And you want to be posting, the way that I post is I post 5 videos. I make 5 videos per day. I make 5 videos, one for each TikTok account that I use. TikTok I kind of look at as a disposable social media account. I don't count on it for anything. Sometimes they blow up and it pays off, but a lot of the time TikTok just takes down the content quick. But I really do like the music that they have on TikTok, and I'm able to use that for other platforms. And I know that it's kind of in at that moment. It's viral music, so I can go and grab that music from TikTok and then add it back to the video. And then I post those 5 videos that I created for TikTok. I post all 5 of them on Facebook Reels. I then go and post all 5 of them on Instagram Reels. And then I also add one of each on YouTube Shorts. And we're going to be going over YouTube Shorts in the next video. And that's all for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow.